don't want her to, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
With all of the stuff coming out about Diddy and his arrest, a lot of people are concerned about the well-being of Justin Bieber. Justin had to deal with so much growing up in the spotlight, and people are rightfully concerned about it. Some folks have had a lot to weigh in on this, and I'm going to talk to you about exactly what is being said and explore some of the times that Justin tried to give us hints on what happened.
But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted.
I'm going to talk about how P. Diddy ruined Justin Bieber's life. Sean P. Diddy Combs was recently arrested on September 17th, 2024, after being charged with unspeakable crimes. Diddy is now being held without bail at Brooklyn's notorious federal lockup awaiting his trial. But during such a high-profile case, Candace Owens unearthed some information surrounding Diddy and the fan-favorite pop star Justin Bieber. In her recent podcast following Sean P. Diddy Combs' arrest, Candace Owens made some notorious allegations about how the hip-hop star allegedly mistreated and used Justin Bieber.
An alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star. People unearthing videos of Justin Bieber.
Showing snaps of Justin with Diddy and addressing how Justin was chosen to reportedly engage in certain acts while under control. Candace claimed that Justin's public breakdown during his wedding was a sad result of his past with Diddy. Following the events of Sean P. Diddy Combs' arrest on serious charges, Candace Owens had stirred the pot with explosive allegations. With Diddy being locked up in a Brooklyn federal prison awaiting trial, Candace has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world with her podcast episode where she dropped bombs that involved Diddy and Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber was, in my view, a child victim, someone who has somehow survived this.
Candace didn't hold back as she detailed how Sean Combs allegedly mistreated Justin Bieber during his rise to fame. Addressing alleged conversations between the duo and sharing some photos of them together, Candace suggested that Diddy had some pretty bad motives since the beginning. She further asserted that Diddy allegedly used his influence to manipulate Justin, who was clearly looking for a mentor and needed guidance.
I don't want her to, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Candace commented saying people are unearthing videos of Justin Bieber at Diddy parties. Justin Bieber was obviously extremely young when he entered the industry, extremely innocent. So he was scooped up and suddenly he was part of people like Diddy going after him like, hey man, why won't you pick up my phone? Well, there's actually a video of that, and the next thing we know, Justin's at Diddy's parties, and in this one video, whatever Justin is doing, in this video with Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr., it looks highly suspicious. Justin Bieber is not 100% there in the brain. He's clearly very heavily not all there at this party. And remember that lawsuit that the producer Rodney dropped against Diddy? He said that unbeknown to all these people, the drinks that they were drinking were being replaced with other things at Diddy parties. They were pouring out the bottles and replacing it.
And unbeknownst to all of these people, they were being drugged at Diddy's parties, that they were pouring out the liquor bottles and replacing it with other drugs.
According to Candace Owens, Justin Bieber was dragged to one of these Diddy parties where he was allegedly put into compromising situations while not 100% there in the brain, emphasizing how the pressures of fame can turn vulnerable individuals like Justin into pawns in a larger game.
Is clearly very heavily under the influence at this party.
Candace explained how Diddy became part of the reason why Justin now wants to step out of the limelight. In a follow-up, Candace Owens linked Justin Bieber's breakdown during his wedding to his troubled past with Diddy, addressing how Justin was spotted being frantic prior to his wedding with Hailey. Candace claimed that the weight of what happened in the past, stemming from his alleged experiences with Diddy, resurfaced at a moment that was meant to be filled with joy. Candace spoke on this saying, it has long been suspected that the person that people are now putting the dots together in Kim Porter's allegations that Diddy had under his thumb was Justin Bieber, and that he might have done some things with him that Justin does not want getting out.
LeBron James, who has been outwardly speaking about how great Diddy parties are, traveling around with Diddy.
What I will say is that it very much fits the narrative where we saw tons of videos of Justin Bieber when he got together with Hailey. He was crying a lot. Outside of churches, he was finding his way back to God, but he was having a lot of breakdowns. And what I sensed from these public breakdowns, that was only public because the press was following him, was that he was coming to terms with the fact that he'd been engaged with darkness unwillingly. And Justin Bieber probably has a lot of regret about that. Candace went on to say he probably feels a lot of regret as a man, as a husband, as somebody who successfully created a new life for himself with his wife Hailey. And so what I want to say to Justin and to everybody who's following this situation is that Justin is not to blame. It was hard to get over this when I saw it, not because of the idea that Justin would be engaged in these sort of things at these parties, but because I understand that he was just a child who was manipulated by Diddy. Although Justin Bieber has yet to comment on Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, Candace Owen claims to have rightfully ignited a heck of a debate. Fans and critics are currently weighing in on the implications of Candace's allegations. Meanwhile, with the legal craziness surrounding Diddy unfolding, the allegations have thrown a spotlight on darker undercurrents of fame that lurk beneath the surface of celebrity culture. Back in 2020, when Justin was promoting his album Changes,
Let's show what I was doing before,
and Billie Eilish had exploded on the scene, he reached out to her to offer industry insights and support. Justin said while fighting back tears, "I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody." Billie was at the time enjoying a massive rise to fame on the back of her hit album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?
Nothing lasts like I don't know.
So of course, with Justin saying this, it has us all questioning, what happened? What did he go through? It must have been pretty bad that the mere thought of it brings him to tears. When you look at interviews Justin had at such a young age, so many people crossed the line, and this was being done in public. Speaking candidly about his broader struggles in the industry, Justin said, "It was bad, it was dark. Think about how young I was, how impressionable, and how you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times. I just want people to understand the psychology of why I potentially could have problems in my life." Bieber said he had been living in this regret with all sorts of stuff with my past, but that he wanted to be a good example for Billie. "It was hard for me being that young, being in the industry, not knowing where to turn, and everybody telling me they loved me, and they turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm just a call away." Justin encouraged people to look at his story through his music, adding, "Hopefully my words can make a difference." Justin and Diddy had a close relationship during the early years of Justin's career. In one clip, Diddy stands next to Bieber, who was only 15 at the time, and he tells the camera he's having 48 hours with Diddy, where we're hanging out, and what we're doing we can't really disclose. But it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. Diddy added, "I've been given custody of him, he's signed to Usher, and I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album." Khloe Kardashian recalled crossing paths with Justin Bieber at one of Diddy's infamous parties, where she revealed half of the guests were not wearing anything at all. Diddy pleaded not guilty to the charges against him and was denied bail despite his legal team's request for him to be released for $50 million and kept electronically monitored. Diddy is accused of using power and prestige to lure women into the pretense of a romantic relationship. Prosecutors had said they interviewed more than 50 people who were involved or affected by this, and they are expecting the number to grow by tenfold.
We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Fans are calling P. Diddy and Justin Bieber's relationship creepy as more news emerges about Diddy's actions. This started after a certain video of Justin and Diddy came out where Diddy claimed to have been given custody of Justin via Usher.
Been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
He said he's signed to Usher and I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album.
Let me tell you one time.
Diddy continued as he stood next to the teenage Justin in the video. "I don't have legal guardianship of him, Bieber, but for the next 48 hours he's with me and we're gonna go full crazy." Diddy continued in the now viral video.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, up full crazy.
The two had seemingly started to hang out regularly after that clip. However, things seemed to shift as Justin's career continued to take off. 2 years later, another video came out of Diddy and Justin where Diddy asked Justin why he didn't hang out with him anymore. Diddy tells the 17-year-old, "You're starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out."
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
"Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number, so want my number?" Justin responded. It seems that the two were able to exchange numbers and remain in touch over the years.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, you never really got my number, so.
Justin has yet to comment on the raids that occurred at Diddy's houses. Diddy's houses in Miami and Los Angeles were raided by Homeland Security. A statement from law enforcement to the Mirror about the raid read, "Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams.
We will provide further information as it becomes available." Aaron Dyer, Diddy's lawyer, told the Mirror in a statement, there was a gross overuse of military-level duties as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of duties and hostility exhibited by authorities the way his children and employees were treated. He added, this unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Innocent? I personally don't think so. There are way too many allegations and way too much proof, and it's all coming to light. There are so many allegations being made about Diddy right now, and due to the risk of being flagged, we can't even really speak about them on here. His ex-girlfriend Cassie went through so much dealing with him, and if you search to see, she's done an amazing job of speaking out. Not only are women coming forward to speak out about the horrendous stuff he has done, but men are also. This guy doesn't discriminate when it comes to people he chooses to torment. I have a feeling a lot more people are going to be speaking up about this too. Only time will tell. Justin Bieber was taken advantage of one too many times by people who he should have been able to trust. It's important to bring awareness to the things that he and many other people went through growing up at a young age in Hollywood. Here are some celebrities caught taking advantage of Justin Bieber. Justin was just 12 years old when he was discovered by his talent agent Scooter Braun, who guided him to astronomical child star success.
There's gonna be one less lonely girl.
By the time he turned 18, Justin already had an estimated net worth of $40 million, as well as a plethora of awards, millions of devoted fans across the globe, and a whole host of celebrity friends. A bunch of teens caught the Bieber fever, but along with that, so did many seedy adults who tried to take advantage. Now with the Diddy arrest happening, a lot of this is coming to light. Justin even vocalized his discomfort on many occasions, and everyone let him down. Recently, people on TikTok have been taking a brief pause from the overanalyzing the Justin, Hailey, Selena drama and looking back at some of Bieber's early interviews when he was still a teen. Yet, instead of bringing on a warm and fuzzy feelings of nostalgia, they've sparked new conversations about how and why Bieber was so objectified by society at such a young age. A few examples are times he was videotaped with Diddy, one being when he was just 15 years old.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
Diddy was taking care of him for 2 days, said they were doing things that they couldn't talk about, but said it was every 15-year-old's dream.
But it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Another few videos of Diddy and Bieber where Bieber looked generally uncomfortable came to light as well. One with Diddy questioning why Justin and him don't hang out anymore.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Weird. Another where he seemed to be patting him down to make sure he wasn't wearing a wire. A series of interview clips begin to play in the background, including one where a female radio host can be heard saying, "My parents never gave me the birds and bees talk. Why don't you give me the birds and bees talk?" I feel uncomfortable right now," Bieber said in reply. "Why do you want to know the birds and bees talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird." Even at just 15 years old, Justin had enough wit and sense to know what was happening to him and how he was being treated was wrong. And now people wonder why he gets nervous going to events. Other clips include the time Katy Perry squeezed Justin's behind on camera when he was barely 18 and she was 28 years old. Katy is one person people are now seeing as creepy. She has a bunch of instances where she kind of preyed on young men and showed jealousy towards young women. One time she swooned over a contestant named Trevor Holmes who was there with his girlfriend, and he was at a very young age.
You're so hot.
Oh.
You're like,
this isn't real.
She continued even after he brought out and introduced his girlfriend. She called him a dreamboat, called him so hot, asked if he was engaged.
First of all, like, only hot guys are typically named Trevor.
She asked if he wanted to come hang out with her if he didn't make it to Hollywood.
If you're not going to Hollywood, maybe you could just come hang out with me.
Another instance is when an 18-year-old revealed that he has never been smooched before or even in a relationship.
I can't kiss a girl without being in a relationship.
Come here, baby.
Come here. Wait, hold on.
Katy demanded that he give her a smooch on the cheek, but tricked him and turned her head, taking his first smooch ever in his life. He said it made him uncomfortable as he wanted his first smooch to be special.
You did it! That's a first.
Many other instances of this woman shows her being condescending to younger women, making jokes at their expense, but flirting with the younger men who are barely 18. Anyway, back to Justin. Jenny McCarthy had an instance on stage with Justin that was so highly creepy, I feel horrible for him just thinking about it. Justin won Artist of the Year award, and Jenny McCarthy, without any warning, grabs him, starts smooching his neck, grabs his behind as he wiggles to get away. He looked so uncomfortable here and visibly told the audience how he felt about it. The sad part about this is he was looking into the audience for help and they all just laughed. If this were a young woman being grabbed like this by an older man, I think we can all agree he would probably be jailed. She later spoke about it while being interviewed, calling him delicious, saying she was living out a cougar fantasy.
I did grab his butt. I'm single.
And saying other things that I can't believe people didn't make a big fuss about.
I couldn't help it. He was just so delicious.
One fan commented saying, anybody still wondering why men don't want to talk about their problems? This is exactly why. The entire room laughs. Geez, if it was a 40-year-old man and a 16-year-old girl, the entire room would make a citizen arrest in a few seconds. We must create an environment where all survivors, regardless of gender, feel empowered to share their stories and receive the support they need. By amplifying the narratives of young men, we can challenge certain perceptions and foster a more inclusive dialogue that recognizes that anybody can be the target of unwanted advances. Together, let's advocate for a world where every young person is heard, validated, and protected. In a separate radio show, Justin Bieber was asked if he likes French girls. They kept going, asking uncomfortable questions, asking questions like, does he know how to French? In a follow-up clip, Justin talked about how uncomfortable he was and mentioned that his mom was right there and that he's only 15 years old. Ellen DeGeneres is known for trying to embarrass the guests on her show.
You were.
Justin Bieber came on her show, but slightly before that, he had some photos taken of him by the paparazzi where he wasn't wearing anything. Ellen brought that up to him and then put the photo up on full screen.
You are obviously in a private bungalow.
Yeah.
And you...
Justin, at this point in his career, was probably so used to the stuff happening, he seemed to handle it the best way he could. Justin spoke about Billie Eilish.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.
During a 2020 interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, where he ended up in tears. He said, I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Yeah, it was really sweet of him. I mean, dude, think about what that man has gone through.
The interview is now being brought back up to light because of the Diddy arrest and people speculating what might have happened to Justin and all the times he was let down by people he should have been able to trust. In the interview with Justin in tears, he said he felt protective of Billie and whenever she needed him, he would be there. He also said, it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry, not knowing where to turn and everybody telling me they love me and then they turn their back on you in a second.
Everyone, telling me they love me and just turn their back on you in a second.
Like Justin, Billie Eilish herself quickly shot to superstardom with her debut album When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, producing multiple hit singles. Bieber, who had endured his personal struggles in the public eye, shared, it was bad, it was dark. Billie Eilish had a really sweet response to this, sharing a photo of her younger self wearing a Bieber t-shirt. To wrap everything up, over the years, Justin Bieber has got so much hassle simply for being a 15-year-old that looked and sounded like a 15-year-old. He was put through so much in the industry, and anytime it was done out in the open, all people did was laugh. Now people are acknowledging the fact that he was let down and taken advantage of. His life was put under a microscope in a way that many of us experience privately. While he navigated the challenges of growing up and making mistakes, he had to do this in the public eye, and people unfairly judged him. Based on what he had to deal with, I think he's done pretty well, and I'm glad that people are recognizing that he was treated unfairly. People also speculate if a lot of his public breakdowns happened because of the stuff he had to deal with growing up. Seems like Hailey's been through his side through most of it and made him feel more comfortable expressing.
Body language can reveal a lot. In this case, it might be too much. Apparently, a body language expert revealed Justin and Hailey's relationship may be on the rocks.
Do I know you?
Do you annoy me? I think we probably both annoy each other.
Right from the beginning of their union, Justin and Hailey Bieber faced off against the outside world. There were a lot of people who had doubts about their connection. Some were upset by Justin's previous relationship with Selena Gomez, while others said Hailey was scheming to win Justin's heart and was only waiting for the right opportunity to strike. They've proven to be steadfast in the face of doubters. Or have they? According to a body language expert, their picture-perfect couple performance could be a front. After shocking everyone by tying the knot in 2018, the couple has been avoiding divorce rumors ever since. Hailey thought enough was enough in March 2024 and sent out a PSA to everyone who had been believing the rumors. Just FYI, the stories and constant blind items I see on TikTok are 100% of the time wrong, made out of thin air, come from the land of delusion, she penned on Instagram. So I know it may be fun feeding into these stories, but just know they're always false. XX, sorry to spoil it. People were informed by a source that everything is good between the two. There's no divorce and no truth to that whatsoever, they assured. They are very, very happy. But chatter is cheap, as we are all aware. The Bieber's cutesy public image may be an act, as Nicole Moore, a celebrity love coach and body language specialist, hinted in an exclusive interview with Nicki Swift, implying that their marriage may not be as solid as it seems. It's said that a couple who works things out together stays together, but Justin and Hailey don't seem to be in that situation. Nicole Moore claims that when Justin and Hailey disagree, his natural reaction is to ignore her and display his aggression in a submissive manner. This is demonstrated in a video where Justin appears to slam the car door in Hailey's direction. In this clip, Justin really appears to be in his own world and operates almost as if Hailey doesn't exist. When Justin gets out of the car, he slams the door in Hailey's face and walks aggressively forward with his head tilted downward and his lips pursed shut. Moore observed, his body language communicates anger and unhappiness, and it appears as if he's so consumed by his emotions that he doesn't even realize Hailey's behind him when he slams the door on her. However, Hailey attempted to maintain her composure, as if she knew that everyone was watching them. She seemed unfazed, although Moore speculates that this could be just that she is accustomed to ignoring this type of behavior. Interestingly, Hailey exits the car in a relaxed manner with a calm face, her body language indicating that she's not surprised by his behavior and perhaps used to it, she explained. Based on the couple's body language in this clip, it's possible that when Justin is feeling emotional, he unintentionally ignores Hailey or keeps her at a distance. Justin Bieber doesn't seem to be affected by his emotions the way Hailey Bieber is. Nicole Moore, though, seems to think he's a hot mess in comparison to his normally laid-back wife. His emotions are erratic and uncontrollable, even when engaging in seemingly little hobbies like gaming. An example might be a bonding session in an arcade during which Hailey beat Justin, causing him to lose his cool.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
I beat you, accept it!
Really, Justin? It's only a game, so why the outburst? In this clip, we can't see Hailey, but from her tone of voice, it appears she's jovial and teasing Justin while he's angry and yelling aggressively at her. It's clear from this clip that there's a big emotional disconnect between Justin and Hailey. Moore pointed out in her chat with Nicki Swift. Justin appears to be overwhelmed by his anger in this clip as he buries his hands into his face, indicating anger or shame. The fact that Justin is this upset over an arcade game is concerning, as it indicates that he may lack emotional control. Even though Justin was kidding, his actions over a straightforward game are nevertheless somewhat concerning. Justin Bieber is completely indifferent to the impression that his actions as a husband leave. Even with cameras and admirers nearby, he was seen behaving hostilely towards Hailey Bieber for the upteenth time. While Hailey maintained her composure, Justin appeared to be yelling at her on a 2021 trip to Las Vegas. In this clip, Justin's body language once again demonstrates anger and aggressiveness. He's moving his head close to Hailey's as he screams and emphatically moves his arms up and down to prove his point to Hailey, Nicole Moore noted. Hailey once again demonstrates calmer body language as she walks alongside Justin. She mostly keeps her body and face turned forward and turns her head towards Justin just for 1 second as he's screaming at her before turning her face forward again. Moore believes that this can only indicate one of two things. Either Hailey has become numb to her husband's pranks or she is immune to them. Both options aren't quite good. According to Moore, her body language here demonstrates that she either doesn't care that much about what Justin has to say in the moment, or she's so used to his outbursts that his aggression in this moment doesn't faze her. Their marriage might not last if Justin Bieber continues to let his emotions run wild. Of course, unless Hailey Bieber continues to support him. Nicole Moore asserts that Justin's erratic emotions are the main reason behind the couple's ongoing push and pull behavior, which is a sign of underlying stress. As Moore put it, it's concerning that Justin appears to forget about Hailey sometimes when he's feeling emotional, and at other times he dumps his feelings onto her. She also said that it's concerning that Hailey seems to be letting everything go. It's also just as concerning that Hailey seems to not react strongly to his behavior, as typically one does have a strong emotional response when being ignored or when experiencing aggression from another person. In most relationships, it's admirable to be the level-headed, emotionally stable one, but Hailey's situation makes this trait disadvantageous. If she wants a strong, happy marriage, she just can't stop him from using her as his emotional target. It might actually be a bad thing, as it could indicate that she has become desensitized to Justin's behavior and now she brushes it off or laughs it off as a defense mechanism, Moore said. According to Nicole Moore, Justin Bieber's Bieber's public hostility towards Hailey may possibly have its roots in his annoyance at the unnecessary attention of paparazzi. Moore noted that even if this is the case, Justin should exercise caution to avoid making his wife the object of his outbursts, especially when she has done nothing wrong. Many celebrities do experience irritation at being constantly hounded by people and paparazzi, and Justin appears to be one of them. So it's possible that the reason Hailey doesn't react to his public outbursts is that she knows Justin's aggression is really toward the public and not toward her, Moore wrote. Either way, it's concerning that Justin doesn't exercise emotional restraint when speaking to Hailey, and he appears to unload his emotions on her. Ultimately though, what's truly concerning is that Justin doesn't seem to care that he's acting aggressively towards Hailey in public, which is one of the most peculiar aspects of their relationship. Their flawless social media persona is completely destroyed by this alone. According to Moore, in general, most couples try to behave better in public than they do in private, so the fact that Justin has shown aggression towards Hailey so many times in public is concerning, and it may mean that things are actually worse than they appear.
Justin is thankful for all he has, but he feels something is missing from his life.
Strange details about Justin and Hailey Bieber's relationship. From the moment Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber exchanged vows, their marriage has been under the microscope due to their prominent public personas.
I pronounce that they are husband and wife together.
Justin's fan base, who closely follows his personal life and music, expresses concern for him due to his past health issues, ranging from Ramsay Hunt syndrome to Lyme disease. Despite the challenges he's faced, his relationship with Hailey remains a beacon of positivity in his life, with fans eagerly soaking up updates about the duo's life. Yet they've revealed some peculiar aspects about the relationship.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems.
Now, one of the pet names Justin and Hailey Bieber have for each other, rather than opting for traditional pet names like Honey or Sweetie, Justin and Hailey have adopted a unique nickname for each other. The couple's Canadian lifestyle, shrouded in intrigue, has fans keen to uncover more about their daily life. In an interview with E! News on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Justin revealed their peculiar term of endearment, saying, "We call each other Goo Goo," which is a bit strange, but I like it. "My little Goo Goo. She's got me wrapped around her finger pretty much. We're both each other's Goo Goos. It's pretty cute."
I love.
On to number 2, Justin and Hailey Bieber's contrasting dress sense. Fans might have observed that when the couple goes out for dinner, Hailey often chooses a dress, whereas Justin opts for baggier clothing, reflecting their distinct style preferences. In an interview with GQ, Hailey Bieber opened up about their unique fashion choices, saying that they don't coordinate outfits. According to People's Report, in October 2023, the couple made an appearance at the Peppermint Club, where Justin donned a white and orange onesie, while Hailey sported a tight black leather dress with a jacket.
Hailey Bieber sharing how she really feels about hubby Justin's fashion choices.
You betcha. You betcha.
Number 3, Justin Bieber's singing habits at home might annoy Hailey. In another appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Justin admitted his habit of singing around the house might sometimes vex Hailey. As per MTV News, Justin said, "When I'm constantly singing around the house, she likes it, but then there's a point." Despite this, Hailey Bieber, who is much more than just Justin's spouse, continues her career, and it seems highly unlikely that Justin's singing, given his immense talent and successful career, would truly bother her. 4, Justin Bieber's arranged marriage joke. In a past interview on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Justin made a joke about his marriage to Hailey being arranged, a subject that can be sensitive and complex for some people, which could be taken the wrong way. They met in 2009, they began the relationship in 2015, got back together in 2018, and in 2018, Hailey adopted Bieber as her last name. Justin Bieber's sleep routine involves a hyperbaric chamber. Hello Magazine reported in October 2023 that Justin uses a hyperbaric chamber for sleep, implying that the couple might not always share a bed. Despite the public image, their relationship has had its share of issues behind the scenes. Justin justified his use of the hyperbaric chamber located in their Beverly Hills home, saying, "It's part of my recovery process, as I've abused my body in the past. It increases oxygen supply to your brain and reducing stress levels." And finally, Justin and Hailey's shared use of a hairbrush. Hailey revealed in a 2021 interview with People that she and Justin often use the same hairbrush, an unusual habit that might not be considered hygienic by some. She said, "I feel like when you're married or you live with someone, you just start to use each other's stuff."
Justin Bieber cancels his meet and greets.
What do you mean?
Hey guys, so fans of Justin Bieber are lashing out. They're furious after he claimed being around them left him mentally and physically exhausted.
He'll no longer be meeting fans throughout the remaining concert dates.
Justin Bieber once canceled fan events while explaining that being around his followers for too long left him feeling exhausted and depressed.
I always leave feeling mentally and emotionally exhausted to the point of depression.
From the moment that Justin Bieber rose to fame, he has been able to record many songs that became huge hits.
Beautiful, beautiful love.
Justin Bieber has also been one of the most controversial figures in the music business at times, thanks to several things, including an accusation he ripped off a song.
Life's not easy. I'm not made out of steel.
Fortunately for Justin, he's been able to survive every controversy because his extremely loyal fans always have his back. From the outside looking in, it certainly seems like celebrities have it made. Between typically being rich and having people bend over backwards to please them, celebrities do have it easy in many ways.
Biebs is known for being extremely generous with his time when it comes to fans in the past.
However, guys, imagine what it would be like being hounded wherever you go by the media, paparazzi, and fans. I think it would be a lot for anyone to deal with.
So this may come as a surprise to believers.
And people need to realize that not a soul owes you anything. No one is entitled to your time or energy, and some people are just straight up draining.
The singer also shared that the pressure of meeting his fans' expectations is sometimes a bit too much for him to handle.
Since fans have become more aware of those kind of pressures, many are understanding when celebrities ask to have their own space in public.
This is my home, you know what I mean? This is where I live, and I don't appreciate you guys being here.
A perfect example of that is when John Cena was celebrated when he respectfully asked to be left alone when a fan interrupted his meal. In 2016, Justin was traveling the world as part of his Purpose World Tour. During that time, lots of his fans paid to see his concert and got what they paid for. However, many of Justin's most devoted fans were left feeling ripped off.
I'm asking you really nicely, can you guys just please stop? I'm trying to go get some meat.
Partway through that tour, Justin used Instagram to announce something about the rest of his concert dates. As Justin explained in his post, he was canceling all meet and greet sessions his fans had paid a lot of money to attend. Justin explained in his statement that those meet and greets left him feeling exhausted and depressed afterwards.
He canceled all his tour meet and greets because they made him feel drained and emotionally exhausted.
In the music world, there are a lot of artists who don't do meet and greet events for the same reasons Justin said. As a result, his desire to no longer take part in those events going forward is understandable. People are absolutely draining, and we need to prioritize our own mental health. Of course, life can be disappointing sometimes, and if that was the only problem, the situation wouldn't be that bad.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed even.
But a Marie Claire article revealed Justin's fans had paid as much as $2,000 to meet him, and in order to get that money back, those fans had to refund their entire ticket, which meant they wouldn't be able to go to the concert at all. So that meant many of Justin's most dedicated fans were left with two outrageous choices. Option 1, get to see Justin perform but go without the rest of the experience they paid thousands for. Or option 2, get their money back and miss out on seeing the concert at all. 3 years before Justin Bieber controversially canceled his meet and greet sessions, fans were already complaining. In this case, however, the complaints were from fans who claimed to have had terrible experiences meeting Justin. According to a 2013 Irish Mirror article, Bieber's fans who got to meet him in Brazil were left feeling extremely disappointed. But you can't really please anyone, and people will always find something to complain about.
Is Justin Bieber leaving Hailey Bieber after this? Justin is thankful for all he has, but he feels something is missing from his life.
Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber had a lot of challenges even before their marriage, and a lot of it had to do with Justin Bieber's thoughts of wanting to leave Hailey completely and just not commit to her at all.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems.
Justin had been open about this, and he really started to open up about his initial concerns regarding his marriage to Hailey Bieber, and this was during an appearance on The Ellen Show in January of 2020. And on The Ellen Show, that's where he talked about how these concerns were related to his commitment and loyalty issues towards Hailey.
Justin Bieber admits having trust issues with Hailey Bieber.
Justin expressed his nervousness about making such a serious commitment because, you know, this is till death do us part, right? And he wasn't sure if he could honor those promises as a man. The weight of saying like you love somebody and you gotta stay with them through thick and thin and remain faithful, that's a big responsibility. So he was questioning his ability to fulfill that commitment.
I think I was more nervous about, am I gonna make this commitment? Am I able to make this commitment as a man and be able to honor?
Then in March of 2020, during an interview with Elle, Hailey Bieber, she talked about the difficulties that she and Justin faced at the beginning of their relationship because of his Lyme disease. And she explained that people were so mean, like very judgmental, making unfair comments about Justin's appearance, and they were talking about his health and speculating even though they didn't even really know what condition he had at the time or what he was really dealing with. And this of course made Justin Bieber a little insecure and kind of stressed him out completely.
I think so. I think I'd been just so afraid for some reason. I think we all as humans get caught up in this.
Justin, he is now healthy, but their journey together, you know, that was tested when it comes to the in sickness and in health part of their wedding vows. And after that, in April of 2021, in an interview with GQ, Justin Bieber, he talked a little bit more about the challenges he and Hailey faced during the first year of their marriage. And he went on to explain that it was a very tough year. It was a year that was marked by old traumas resurfacing, as well as struggles with trust. And Justin, he straight up admitted that it was really hard to open up about these vulnerabilities to Hailey because he was afraid that it would push her away. And he went on to describe feeling like he had to be very cautious during that first year of marriage. But as time went on, he started to genuinely begin to believe in their relationship. Justin, he also faced a lot of criticism in the media for being difficult to talk to. However, in one of the interviews, he talked about the challenges that he has in trusting people and his fear that people might have hidden agendas or insincere intentions. So he's pretty cautious with how he opens up and who he opens up to. That makes sense.
You know, what I say, be faithful, that's a huge, am I able to do that? And so I think that was really what I was battling with.
He also admitted that his past relationship mistakes had made him question his own judgment and his self-confidence. Like, am I really making the right decision for me? Those are thoughts running through his head. And he mentioned that even trusting his wife, Hailey Bieber, has been a gradual process, and it was filled with a lot of uncertainty. They both, of course, want to avoid losing each other, and they're very cautious about saying the wrong things. And that definitely led to some difficulties in them expressing their feelings and emotions towards each other in their relationship. To address these challenges, well, they actively are working on improving their communication in therapy to prevent conflicts as well as better understand each other. So it's definitely not a walk in the park type of relationship. There's a whole lot of work that needs to be done on both sides, not just Justin's side, but also Hailey's side. The feud between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez has reached unprecedented heights in recent months, with the backlash against Hailey Bieber becoming so severe that she now admits feeling scared to have children.
Why Hailey Bieber says she's scared to have kids. In a new chat with the UK Sunday Times, the supermodel and skincare mogul opens up about her cozy home life with husband Justin Bieber.
In a new interview with the Sunday Times, Hailey Bieber, she explained that while she wants kids so bad with her husband Justin Bieber, she worries that they may eventually become the target of online bullying. Hailey, in her own words, said this: "I literally cry about this all the time. It's enough that people say things about my husband or my friends. I can't imagine having to confront people saying things about a child."
So they go, how does she feel about bringing children into her extremely privileged yet public life? I literally cry about this all the time. I want kids so bad, but I get scared. It's enough that people say things about my husband or my friends. I can't imagine having to confront people saying things about a child. We can only do the best we can to raise them as long as they feel loved. And
Selena Gomez is, of course, Justin Bieber's ex, and the fact that she and Hailey dated him consecutively has generated endless speculation about a beef between the women.
Yeah, and we've all witnessed Hailey's struggle in the spotlight, especially when it comes to online hate in the wake of the drama with Selena Gomez, who dated Justin before Hailey.
On social media, it can really tear people down.
Neither woman's outright come for the other, but fans have pitted them against each other for years, despite their requests to make it stop.
But both of them have claimed to have moved past any sort of beef that may have been going on, and they even posed for some photos together in an attempt to resolve all of this drama. But that didn't stop fans in February of 2023. This time, the feud was reignited after fans determined that Hailey Bieber was making fun of Selena Gomez's eyebrows in her Instagram story.
Then there was that whole situation with the eyebrows. Selena opened up on her story about how she over-laminated her eyebrows, only for Kylie to post this a few hours later, along with a FaceTime call with Hailey showing off their eyebrows.
While even Selena has said that there is no drama at all, the post nevertheless ignited weeks of intense bullying, with critics leaving negative comments on Hailey's page and even chanting F Hailey Bieber during one of Justin's concerts in March 2023.
Justin Bieber performed at Rolling Loud and was met with a lot of hate from his fans in the crowd. The crowd chanted, F Hailey Bieber.
And then shortly after that incident, Selena Gomez herself had to step in, and she said, Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats. And this is what she wrote on an Instagram story, explicitly asking her fans to just stop all of the bullying.
Singer shares a strong message on her Instagram story on March 24th after learning about the immense criticism that Hailey has been receiving. Selena writes, quote, Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. She adds, quote, I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop.
After Selena did that, Hailey thanked Selena for speaking out and later writing on her Instagram that she had experienced some of the saddest, hardest moments of her life and that her mind and emotions have been fragile because of all of this drama.
Hailey Bieber is thanking Selena Gomez for coming to her defense. She shared, I want to thank Selena for speaking out, as her and I have been discussing the last few weeks how to move past this ongoing narrative between her and I, so it seems like they've been talking for a while. The last few weeks have been very hard for everyone involved, and millions of people are seeing so much hate around this, which is extremely harmful. While social media is an incredible way to connect and build community, moments like this only create extreme division instead of bringing people together. She finished by saying, things can always be taken out of context or construed differently than they were intended. We all need to be more thoughtful about what we post and what we say, including myself. In the end, I believe love will always be bigger than hate and negativity, and there is always an opportunity to meet each other with more empathy and compassion. And just like that, it's done.
Hailey Bieber also went on to tell the Sunday Times how people's assumptions had influenced her decisions to publicly discuss the mini stroke that she suffered in 2022. She said this, sometimes I do just want to curl up and be a hermit. Like, if this is how people feel, maybe I should just stay home. But I'm really not that kind of person. And then again, on the topic of having children, Hailey also added this, we can only do the best we can to raise them as long as they feel loved and safe. Now, before this interview happened, she actually had to dispel some pregnancy rumors that followed her appearance at the 2022 Grammys. The media had thought that she was pregnant back then and started this whole rumor mill going. Now, expressing her frustration, she promptly responded in the comment section of a Radar Instagram post stating, I'm not pregnant, leave me alone, in response to suggestions that her gown indicated that she was pregnant.
Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone. Please, enough time has gone by where it's valid to leave me alone. I beg of you, truly. That's my only request. Leave me alone. Be miserable somewhere else, please.
But in the end, if and when the Biebers do choose to start a family, well, she will reveal the news on her own terms and on her own timeline. And we just really hope that the child, is not subjected to this whole online bullying because they are an innocent party in this. There have been some reports suggesting that Justin Bieber is actually considering early retirement from the music industry, and it looks like it has a whole lot to do with the drama between his wife Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, as well as of course his overall well-being.
Justin Bieber is reportedly considering retirement from the music industry as he wants to focus on his health and his marriage with his wife Hailey Bieber.
But it still has many people wondering what could it specifically be that caused such a sudden and unexpected decision. In early 2023, Justin Bieber, he sold the rights to every song that he's released or had interest in up until the end of 2021. And he sold it for $200 million to Hypnosis, which is a music IP investment fund.
This includes more than 290 titles released before the end of 2021, publishing copyrights and master recordings. And the founder of Hypnosis shared it's among the biggest deals ever made for an artist under the age of 70.
Justin's longtime manager, Scooter Braun, helped broker the deal and said in part, "For 15 years, I've been grateful to witness this journey."
So he definitely doesn't have to worry about earning money at this point. And also him retiring may have to do with what various sources are saying about him, which is that Justin may be feeling a great deal of pressure and stress related to his career in music, and that this pressure may be taking a toll on his mental and physical health.
He's apparently retiring because he's very stressed out at the moment. His marriage is in trouble and so is his health.
Some sources suggest that Justin is simply tired of the constant demands and expectations that come with being a successful musician, and that he's eager to step away from the limelight and focus on his personal life for a while. And while he's achieved a whole lot of success and acclaim in his career, it's possible that his success came at a great cost to his overall health. On top of that, he has said that he thought getting married to Hailey Bieber would fix all of his troubles, but he was wrong about that.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems, and it didn't.
And in recent years, he's been open about his struggles with his health, specifically when he was diagnosed with a condition known as Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which partially paralyzed his face for a short time. Now, of course, it's also possible that there are some other factors at play, and Justin has faced his fair share of online harassment as well as bullying, and it particularly stems in his relationship with Hailey Bieber. A lot of his fans want to see him with his ex, Selena Gomez.
Justin Bieber recently surprised fans at the Rolling Loud Festival and went on stage with Don Toliver. And please just take a listen at what some people started chanting in the crowd.
And not too long after Justin Bieber sold his catalog of music, the drama with his wife Hailey Bieber and his ex Selena Gomez took a turn for the worse, going viral on social media all over again.
The drama between these three and Kylie Jenner has been nonstop ever since people thought that Hailey and Kylie were making fun of Selena Gomez and her eyebrows.
And Hailey Bieber took to Instagram to share a lot of her struggles and saying that this has actually been a very hard time for her. Hailey Bieber expressed that she often uses humor to mask her true feelings, as it can be easier than admitting that she's actually struggling.
She first shared this video to her Instagram stories saying, "This is how my mental state feels after the last month and a half."
Hailey has said that her mind and emotions have been fragile, so with all of this going on, it's no surprise that JB would call it quits on his music career to support his wife Hailey and focus on himself.
Justin Bieber's mom, Patty Millett, has finally opened up about why she's concerned that Hailey has proven Justin.
Justin Bieber's mom is not a fan of Hailey, and it's clear she wants them to divorce. Fans have noticed this as of lately amidst the divorce rumors.
You do feel like there's no way out. You can start to feel hopeless, and that's where depression comes in.
Hailey Bieber put out a touching tribute to her mother-in-law that was completely ignored by her. This happened after Hailey put out a tribute to Justin that was also completely ignored without even a like. Obviously, this isn't a good look. Even if ill-intentioned, no reactions to these touching tributes kind of spells trouble in paradise.
It's discouraging out here sometimes, you know? Life smacks you in the face and it can be hard to get back up.
Justin has been acting out out lately, liking lingerie photos of Rihanna, commenting heart eyes on Madison Beer's posts, following other women, all while ignoring posts that Hailey puts up about him. You know that famous Justin Bieber lyric?
My mama don't like you and she likes everyone, and I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job.
But I think that was about Selena. Hey, what's going on, girl bosses? Okay, if you're building your YouTube channel, you need one click. Just think of it as your bestie that handles all the boring content stuff. If you need to turn that long video into snappy TikToks or Reels, the blog posts, the social media captions, this AI does it all and gets your style. Guys, honestly, it's how we exploded our views at FTD News. 2,000% more, no joke. Creator burnout is the worst, and one click fights that. Imagine having more time for the fun stuff, filming, editing, connecting with your audience. At this moment, you guys can get 50% off one click with my link below. It's gonna be your secret weapon for building that channel and a life you love. Click and let's get this content party started. Hailey shared a photo to her Instagram stories wishing Patty a happy 49th birthday. She wrote, "Happy birthday to my beautiful mama-in-law, heart eyes. Having another amazing mom is all anyone could ever ask for." The sweet post was accompanied by a throwback selfie of the two posing in front of a lit Christmas tree as they smiled cheek to cheek. Hailey made sure to tag Justin's mom in the story, but she did not repost it.
You can start to feel hopeless and sometimes takes over.
Pepe Weintraub, who is a TikTok star and actor, had words to say about this. His thoughts were, "I think Justin Bieber needs to get his head out of his behind. There is no reason to ignore your wife. It's clear that there are problems in the bedroom with Justin and Hailey. Otherwise, there is no reason to publicly go out of your way to avoid your wife. I speculate that they have attempted therapy, but it hasn't worked. Good luck, Justin. Good luck, Hailey. The love tide seems to be going in the other direction."
Justin Bieber admits having trust issues with Hailey Bieber.
On Reddit, fans realized the potential snub and discussed possible reasoning behind it. Did you guys notice that Patty ignored Hailey and didn't respond to her? LOL, she was trying to act like she's the sweetest person ever and flatter her. Interesting, one person wrote. Patty don't like her, a second chimed in. However, a third defended the social media move, saying Patty didn't repost anybody's birthday wishes onto her own page. Instead, the mom just shared a selfie and thanked everybody for their kind words. So maybe we're all just reading into this. Maybe she thanked Hailey privately. Hailey's sweet post comes as fans have been spotting clues that she and Justin may soon be headed for a divorce. Some even thought Hailey was using Justin's mom in the birthday post as a way to cover up potential marital struggles. This speculation comes as the two are gearing up for their 6th wedding anniversary in September. The US Sun reported Justin had purchased a $16.6 million mansion in California. Justin is believed to have secured a spot in the exclusive gated community, the Madison Club. Justin and Hailey also have their own $25.8 million mansion in the gated Beverly Park community in Los Angeles. The California purchase comes after fans noticed that Justin had been spending more time in the desert city without Hailey. Justin had been seen at multiple venues around the city in Riverside County, California. In March, Hailey had reportedly been contemplating a split from Justin, according to In Touch Weekly. Hailey's struggling, an insider explained. She just needs time to sort things out on her own. Hailey just wants to live by herself for a while. She just needs a break. Psychic matchmaker Deborah Graham also predicted a possible divorce, believing the couple would split in the coming years and marry other people. They will not be together long, she told the US Sun, adding, "This will be a reasonably short marriage, so I see a divorce in the future." As chatter continues about celebrity couple, they've attempted to dispel any speculation about a troubled marriage. Well, Hailey tries to dispel, Justin doesn't really say anything. Hailey shared photos of the couple's decorated Easter eggs, each with the couple's name written on the frosting. Shortly after, Hailey shared a sweet photo of Justin cuddling their dog while lying shirtless in bed. If there is trouble in paradise, I hope it gets worked out. A lot of people are wishing on the downfall of this couple, which is easy to do when you aren't in this situation, but it can't be easy to deal with in the public eye, and they must have love for each other if they decide to get married.
There have been some reports suggesting that Justin Bieber is actually considering early retirement from the music industry, and it looks like it has a whole lot to do with the drama between his wife Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, as well as, of course, his overall well-being.
Justin Bieber is reportedly considering retirement from the music industry as he wants to focus on his health and his marriage with his wife Hailey Bieber.
But it still has many people wondering, what could it specifically be that caused such a sudden and unexpected decision? In early 2023, Justin Bieber, he sold the rights to every song that he's released or had interest in up until the end of 2021. and he sold it for $200 million to Hypnosis, which is a music IP investment fund.
This includes more than 290 titles released before the end of 2021, publishing copyrights and master recordings. And the founder of Hypnosis shared it's among the biggest deals ever made for an artist under the age of 70.
Justin's longtime manager, Scooter Braun, helped broker the deal and said in part, "For 15 years, I've been grateful to witness this journey."
So he definitely doesn't have to worry about earning money at this point. And also, him retiring may have to do with what various sources are saying about him, which is that Justin may be feeling a great deal of pressure and stress related to his career in music, and that this pressure may be taking a toll on his mental and physical health.
He's apparently retiring because he's very stressed out at the moment. His marriage is in trouble, and so is his health.
Some sources suggest that Justin is simply tired of the constant demands and expectations that come with being a successful musician, and that he's eager to step away from the limelight and focus on his personal life for a while. And while he's achieved a whole lot of success and acclaim in his career, it's possible that his success came at a great cost to his overall health. On top of that, he has said that he thought getting married to Hailey Bieber would fix all of his troubles, but he was wrong about that.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems, and it didn't.
And in recent years, he's been open about his struggles with his health, specifically when he was diagnosed with a condition known as Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which partially paralyzed his face for a short time. Now, of course, it's also possible that there are some other factors at play, and Justin has faced his fair share of online harassment as well as bullying, and it particularly stems in his relationship with Hailey Bieber. A lot of his fans want to see him with his ex, Selena Gomez.
Justin Bieber recently surprised fans at the Rolling Loud Festival and went on stage with Don Toliver. And please just take a listen at what some people started chanting in the crowd.
And not too long after Justin Bieber sold his catalog of music, the drama with his wife Hailey Bieber and his ex Selena Gomez took a turn for the worse, going viral on social media all over again.
The drama between these three and Kylie Jenner has been nonstop ever since people thought that Hailey and Kylie were making fun of Selena Gomez and her eyebrows.
And Hailey Bieber took to Instagram to share a lot of her struggles and saying that this has actually been a very hard time for her. Hailey Bieber expressed that she often uses humor to mask her true feelings, as it can be easier than admitting that she's actually struggling.
She first shared this video to her Instagram stories saying, "This is how my mental state feels after the last month and a half."
Hailey has said that her mind and emotions have been fragile. So with all of this going on, it's no surprise that JB would call it quits on his music career to support his wife Hailey and focus on himself.